Welcome back to Stoicism Insights. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to many hearts, kindness. But hold on to your seats, because we're about to uncover a side of kindness you've never seen before. Get ready to learn how to navigate the world of giving without losing yourself. Let's jump right in. Kindness is a virtue, but when it becomes overwhelming, it can put you in situations where someone takes advantage of you or manipulates you. If this sounds like you, then this video is tailored just for you. We'll explore this topic and offer 7 solutions to help you balance being kind with self-care. Before we start, I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and comment on anything that's troubling you right now. Kindness is a wonderful virtue. It makes the world a better, more loving place. But like any virtue, it can be a way for others to manipulate or take advantage of you. Self-awareness is a superpower. It helps you recognize your worth and realize that being kind should not be seen as a sign of weakness or an invitation for abuse or exploitation. By understanding your limitations and being true to yourself, you can avoid being used. Being self-aware is like having a ship with a compass. You know where you're going and when to say no. You realize that you don't have to be a lighthouse for every lost ship at sea. You need to shine a light on your own path first. If you don't know who you are, you're vulnerable to the winds of circumstance and the opinions of others, and you risk going in the opposite direction of what you truly want to do. Being in tune with your body and mind is essential for navigating life with clarity and determination. It's easy to ignore the physical and emotional signals that tell us when something is wrong. But if you find yourself feeling drained in certain situations or around certain people, it's a sign that your body and mind are trying to tell you something. Regular self-assessment can help you become more aware of your emotions, thoughts, and actions. Engaging in open and frank discussions with individuals who are familiar with you might help you gain clarity in areas where you might not have it all figured out. Spending time alone, whether for meditation or spiritual retreats, can also be valuable. Taking time for yourself and reflecting on your life's journey can help you uncover your true desires and identify your strengths. Seeking professional guidance from therapists or life coaches can also provide valuable insights and practical techniques to help you become more self-aware. Being self-aware helps you avoid people who would take advantage of your generosity for their own gain. It also makes you stronger, more determined, and, paradoxically, more attractive. A kinder person is one whose true kindness stems from a place of inner strength and self-awareness. Setting clear and solid limits is the second essential pillar to protect yourself from being taken advantage of because of your generosity. Rather than serving as an impenetrable wall that cuts you off from the outside world, a boundary acts more like a horizon, drawing a distinct line between your own area and the space of others. Having a firm grasp on the significance of personal limits is akin to illuminating a lighthouse in a stormy sea. All of a sudden, the path ahead and the hazards to avoid become crystal evident. Setting clear boundaries helps you navigate between external demands and your own needs. It prevents others from pulling you in directions that aren't good for you. Many of us were taught that saying no is rude or selfish, but learning to do so is the ultimate form of self-care. When you say no, you show that you value your time, emotional resources, and overall well-being. Additionally, when you set boundaries, you allow others to do the same, which improves all your relationships. May face some resistance, especially from those who are accustomed to you always saying yes. This is where your strength and self-awareness truly shines, allowing you to stand firm in your decisions without feeling guilty. Recognize that by honoring your own boundaries, you're showing the utmost respect, not just for yourself but also for the people in your life. It's important to know that setting boundaries is an ongoing process. It's not something you do once and forget about it. You must regularly review and adjust your boundaries based on new experiences and self-discovery. The boundaries you set in your youth may not serve you as an adult, or even the ones that worked last year might not be appropriate this year, and that's okay, because as a human you're in a constant state of evolution. So don't— Yes, you heard that, right? This may seem like a contradiction. You might wonder, isn't my excessive kindness the problem? Shouldn't I strive for perfection to avoid being exploited? Here's the secret. The relentless pursuit of perfection is a trap. It makes you more vulnerable to being used because you never feel good enough, and thus you get caught in a cycle of giving more and more to prove yourself in life. Perfection is an illusion, a mirage that always dances, just out of reach. The harsh truth is that sometimes kindness can be misinterpreted, used, or completely ignored, no matter how hard you try. Not everything is under your control, not every flaw is yours to fix, and not every burden is yours to carry. It's essential to understand that your worth doesn't diminish due to someone's inability to see it. You don't need to be perfect to be respected. You have the right to make mistakes, to put your needs first, to say no and to not be everything to everyone and still be entirely worthy of love and respect. Accepting imperfection not only frees you, but also frees others to be themselves. By doing so, you open the door to more authentic relationships, real connections, and a kind of kindness that nourishes both the giver and the receiver. In fact, embracing imperfection gives you the power to live in the present, to act based on your principles rather than your fears, to be kindly firm instead of just nice. Accept that not everyone will understand or appreciate your kindness, but that doesn't mean you should stop being who you are. On the contrary, it means you should be even more of who you are, but with wisdom and courage in a way that honors your own boundaries and needs. Imagine your limits as the carefully tended walls of a garden that stands for your emotional life and your dreams. Boundaries aren't barriers that separate you from the world. Rather, they set limits that enable you to engage with it in a more meaningful and healthy manner. They also reveal what you're ready to tolerate and what you find unacceptable. Establishing boundaries is an act of self-love. Your overall well-being is like a well-built fortress. If its walls are too low or non-existent, anyone or anything harmful can enter and destroy it. Determining these boundaries allows your kindness to thrive without being taken advantage of. It frees up your emotional and mental energy to engage in deeper relationships with those who truly respect your space and time. It's not about severing all relationships without a reciprocation. Rather, it's about maintaining a healthy equilibrium in your relationships. Be kind to everyone, but only get intimate with those who truly appreciate your kindness and honor it in some manner. This idea is much more than just a catchphrase. It's a way of life that turns your compassion into an unstoppable power, not a vulnerability to be exploited. When we let go of the masks we wear to fit in with society's expectations or to win people over, we can live in a state of empowered authenticity. If you want to make other people take advantage of your compassion, you need to break your conformity mask. When you be yourself, you're less likely to be manipulated or used. Being generous becomes an expression of who you really are, not a way to appease others or sidestep disagreements. When you are genuine, you are able to make your requests more explicit. If you are brave enough to set boundaries and go your own way, you will not let the pressure to conform or the fear of rejection lead you astray. Rather, you will be the mastermind behind your own life's construction, creating a future that is a reflection of your principles, goals, and, most importantly, your inherent kindness. Recognize the significance of empowered authenticity. I encourage you to live your life fearlessly and authentically so that you can establish your power and let your compassion reach its peak manifestation. This is the bedrock that turns your kindness into an unstoppable force. This is the way to live a life filled with purpose, meaning, and respect for one another. Because of how interdependent our world is, every one of our deeds, no matter how big or little, affects the lives of others around us. Acts of kindness are reciprocal. They include a flow of energy between you, the cosmos, and those in your immediate vicinity. Being mindful of and actively cultivating relationships and contexts in which kindness, respect, and support are reciprocated is what we mean when we talk about conscious reciprocity. Being receptive to kindness is an act of love in and of itself, and it enables those around you to feel the joy of giving. So it's not just about being kind. With the power to choose your interactions, you begin to attract more people who share your values and desires for authenticity and generosity. By applying conscious reciprocity, you create a virtuous circle of positive energy. This concept may seem simple, but it has a profoundly transformative impact. This doesn't mean you should cut off all relationships that don't have a reciprocal benefit. Rather, it means being mindful of the equilibrium in your relationships. Be kind to everyone, but only get close to those who truly value your kindness and can return the favor. Conscious reciprocity acts as a beacon, drawing in the right people while discouraging those who are only interested in taking advantage of you. By incorporating this powerful practice into your life, you can both avoid being taken advantage of and enjoy deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Finally, practicing conscious reciprocity is essential if you want to live an empowered life of kindness. By doing so, you will discover a sense of purpose, joy, respect, and dignity, as well as the ability to ask for help when you need it, which will take you to heights you never imagined possible. Asking for help can be distressing. You might think you're imposing, a burden, or even weak, but it's time to reframe this thinking. If you're one of those naturally kind people, you probably often find yourself on the front lines of aid, always ready to lend a hand or offer a sympathetic ear. But have you ever wondered if you're letting yourself receive the help and support you need? If not, this point is crucial for you. In reality, reaching out for assistance is a brave and powerful move. It shows that you're human and opens the door for others to be a part of your life. When you don't ask for help, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're also missing out on the chance for those around you to show their generosity and ability to lend a hand. Oftentimes, people want to help, they just don't know how. When we share our struggles, we build stronger relationships, a stronger community, and deeper connections. If you're still struggling, think about this. When you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and unable to handle everything, remember that it's okay to ask for a little help. This simple act can change your perspective on yourself and your place in the world. It allows you to be kind without being taken advantage of. So, asking for help isn't just about receiving it. It's about creating a balanced exchange in which you may need it today and offer it tomorrow. It's a cycle of giving and receiving that strengthens relationships and builds a reliable support network. Today, we covered 7 critical factors to help you avoid being influenced by being too kind. However, there is something crucial that I want you to keep in mind. Kindness is a remarkable human quality, not a flaw. Your capacity to demonstrate love, empathy, and compassion is a blessing, not only to yourself, but to everyone around you. There's no need to cease being kind. What's important is to learn how to be kind in a manner that recognizes and appreciates your authentic kindness. When you put into practice the principles we've covered today, you're not only protecting yourself from those who would take advantage of you, but you're also opening yourself up to more meaningful and satisfying relationships. And there you have it. We've explored the depths of kindness, discovering strategies to protect yourself while still spreading love. If you found today's video enlightening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, remember, kindness is powerful, but it's up to you to wield it wisely. Stay tuned for more empowering content right here on our channel.